my wife had been, on the whole, quite happy ones. Rich in outward honors and marred only by the repeated disappointment in our hope of being blessed with children. 6 fetuses miscarried or stillborn. I became aware of a desire which, upon reflection, struck me as highly peculiar. How pleasant to be a woman succumbing to intercourse. In the same year, I was appointed Senatspresident to the Superior Court in Dresden. In autumn, I took up office. After only a few weeks, I was already overtaxing myself mentally. I remember that in March of 1894, when communication with supernatural powers was already well underway, I read my own obituary notice in the morning paper. At night, I became aware of a crackling noise in the wall of our bedroom. I now see these instances, called interferences by the voices that talk to me, as divine miracles. As well as spoken language, there is a nerve language of which common humanity is unaware. Professor Flechsig advised my admission to his nerve clinic in Leipzig. I presume the professor has some recollection of what occurred during my stay there. Jesus Christ, should he have been silent?
For the love of God!
Do not destroy me because of what we are.
What are we?
Bound. Nightly, I would envision the end of the world as a consequence of the strength of my connection with God. Birds contain remnants of blessed human souls. At times they assume a human shape. I have seen things which prove that those fairy tale will-o'-the-wisps or departed souls actually exist. The souls of heretics, preserved for centuries under glass in medieval cloisters, announce their survival by a vibration, a monotonous and doleful humming noise. I had Professor Flechsig's soul stuffed into my body. It was like a large ball of wadding or cobweb miraculously thrust into my belly. Attempts were made to pull the nerves out of my head. My skull was repeatedly split open. My spinal cord, little men attempted to pump it out. Come in, Doctor. Good morning.
Good morning.
I would like you to examine me. The hair came off my body naturally.
Anxiety can cause this.
My breast. It has the identical shape and function as my mother's.
There is no change.
You could nurse a child from it. Touch it. Examine it. Take photographs. Zabina? Zabina?
Daniel, what has happened to you?
If God has spoken, must you listen?
Is that why you are dressed like this?
Are you an apparition? My wife is dead. The time has come for me to leave.
You belong here.
My work is complete.
Mine is not.
On the contrary, you've no idea of your success. I am your creation, Doctor. I am cognizant of my journey. I am aware that most, given a choice, would not have taken it. I have ventured into the preternatural, but am more than capable of dealing with the physical. My so-called delusions are concerned solely with God. They have no influence on my behavior in any worldly matter.
It is statements such as these, confirmed by the medical reports submitted by the renowned neurologist, Professor Flechsig, that leave no other decision but to maintain the plaintiff's tutelage at the Leipzig Nerve Clinic.
Under what circumstances can a person be considered insane? The experts' report diagnoses paranoia. This is a blow in the face of truth. I do not deny that my nervous system has for some time been in a pathological condition, but I deny absolutely that I am or ever have been mentally ill. My mind is as clear and healthy as any person's. Who of my standing would not feel it an indignity to be treated like a child? Contact with the outside world is curtailed. I am denied details about my financial affairs. My every move is monitored and noted. This is not about cure, but confinement. My demand is to be freed from this diabolical and illegal tutelage.
Herr Schreber has the sincere wish to resume domestic union with his wife and to live in the seclusion of a county seat for the rest of his days. The plaintiff's peculiar belief in miracles, although forming the basis of his mental life, does not deprive him of the capacity to manage the affairs of life. The Court of Appeals has arrived at the opinion that the plaintiff, Daniel Paul Schreber, is capable of dealing with the demands of life in all spheres. And the order of incarceration imposed upon this plaintiff is hereby rescinded.